Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where we're covering Action Comics 181, The New Superman. The new Superman's not actually all that different from the old, just his powers are a little wonky. It's one of those cosmic ray stories that had an effect on Superman. At least the first one was Superman was given amnesia by cosmic rays. I can't think of the other cosmic ray stories. There's definitely been one other one. There's been more like kryptonite affecting him in the air. And that's one of the first things that changes with the cosmic rays. Kryptonite has no effect on him anymore. But there's sort of a cause and effect. The weakness has to go somewhere. So he's now super weak to diamonds, which is a much bigger problem because there's a lot more diamonds on Earth than there is kryptonite. And a lot of the low stakes criminals are stealing diamonds, and that makes it hard for him to stop them. And that's really what's happening in this comic. Is he's up against some guy just trying to steal some diamonds, and his crew, it's really only like 2 or 3 guys. And though I don't like the low stakes in the sense of a small-time criminal and Superman going up against him, if you're going to give him a challenge like this, where you've made diamonds his weakness, then that's at least interesting to deal with. It's fascinating how he can still essentially be Superman, but be even weaker or stronger in a sense. Do I like this story? No, and there are other problems with this. It's not just kryptonite that has changed. He can use his X-ray vision on lead, good, but then his vision has to change in some way, so he can't use it on glass. No, Superman can't see through glass, something that nearly everyone can do, depending on the type of glass. I guess there are glass that are tempered and are one-sided that you can't just immediately see through, but Superman can't see through them at all. And also, he's now more or less nearsighted. He can only see a few feet in front of him. So it's really screwing with him, and this all gives him extra difficulties to stopping someone he should be able to easily stop. Now, the story has 2 main goals here. One is Superman to stop the cosmic rays, and B, to stop the criminal. Now, I would argue that the cosmic rays is a bigger, more interesting threat. It's going to involve him destroying meteors and shifting them around. That's a better climax, but instead they go with the low-stakes criminal without him really having to find creative ways for him to use his powers with the limitations that have been given to him. It's really just him stopping him as easily as possible. Even writer of this issue, Wayne Boring, seems to understand that deciding to deal with the low-stakes criminal, because the end of that part of the story happens 2 pages before the story actually ends. So there's one last bit where Superman's testing to see if his powers are still working, and a submarine shoots a torpedo to test this. Boring seemed to understand that the stopping the low-level criminal was just Superman being Superman as usual, not really even trying anything all that different. Wasn't very much an interesting ending, so he tried to ramp it up with a torpedo being shot out. Like, it seems like you had the problem. And the fact that you went bigger in the middle of the story, ending the power issue, well, dealing with the power issue is going to take time to deal with, creates a pacing problem because that's such a bigger set piece than the climax of the story. So it felt like it went big halfway through and then went small for the rest of it. Okay, that is it from Action Comics 181, The New Superman. Not any longer. It wasn't really the new Superman. He was more like the wonky Superman. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notification when a new video is up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story and other Detective Comics or Batman. And until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the man of tomorrow. Yes, the new Superman was sort of like new Coke. No one wanted it. And we had to bring back old-fashioned Superman by the end of the story. Okay, have a great day.